All right, before we begin, just need to turn the volume up. 69. Welcome to Fix It. I'm Bob, and today I'll be your. Get on with it! I'm screwed. Oh, what's going on, guys? Drawing Chaos here with another Satisfactory video. Hooray! Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we are going to be making a two-part series on how to build these lovely little compact mega bases for early game production. Yes, this is going to show you how to make these small little compact mega bases where you have literally one line of each item and whatnot. And it'll be like tiers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 that'll set you up for the rest of the game. So, if you find this stuff helpful, don't forget to give it a like, leave a comment. I read all 8 of them. Dude, can we go to 9 comments? Come on, let's get a 9. And Rumi, if you're number 10th comment, I will not read it, will not respond, don't even dare. And don't forget to subscribe so I can be the king of the YouTubes. It'll be so nice. I can do this as a full-time job and make more little pretty things. But anyway, let us begin. But first, a moment from our sponsor. Nah, just kidding. First, I want to show you exactly what you'll need to build this. So let's take a look at this. As you can see, I have tiers 0, 1, and 2 completed all the way. Now, you're going to need a lot of this stuff, especially conveyor belts and all that kind of stuff. But you can start building this stuff early. So you can build it while you're waiting for the other stuff to, accumulate and whatnot. Next thing you want to do is you want to go in and you want to definitely do the Caterium one as far as possible, as well as the Quartz one as far as possible. You can do the other stuff so you can increase your, hand size and all that kind of stuff. Hand size? Yeah. Yeah, you want bigger hands for this. It's going to be great. No, you want to basically have all your hand slots that you can have as well as your inventory so you can carry as much as you can. A further thing to note is I did write all this stuff down on a lovely little spreadsheet, trying to figure out what the total power is, and not to mention how many alternate recipes you're gonna need. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna need 4 alternate recipes, and seeing as you need a total of 11, that's right, 11 hard drives that you could use thus far, that is a 4 out of 11 chance of getting the ones that you need. But not to make this video any longer, but we need to begin. So basically, what you're going to want to start with is a nice open area. Now this right here, this is going to be a 6 by 20. Now the reason we have a 6 by 20 is even though it doesn't take up a lot of stuff right here, we're going to be using this same building to upgrade for the next 2 tiers. So we want something that's pretty much already set in terms of like space and everything. So that way when we go to the next tier, we pretty much can just move some stuff around. So first thing that we got to start off with is going to be our lovely smelter. So as you can see, I have the smelter all the way up to the edge. And what I want to do is I want to make 11 of these. But I don't want them next to each other quite like this. I actually want them further apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build each one in the center of each little spot like so. And that is going to give me 11 smelters ready to go. Then you can set your smelters, 4 of them to iron ingots. Then the next 4, those are going to be the copper ingots. And the final 3 are going to be Caterium ingots. And finally, you want to set up the mergers. Now, as you can see, it's going to be aiming that way. So we have 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is going to be facing forward. And then we'll do the same thing on these 4 over here. Now we only need 3 mergers for this to actually happen. And the last thing is going to be the wonderful Caterium. And then if you want to make a perfect 90-degree edge, go right where it's going to, go 2 back, and then you get a nice perfect 90-degree edge. And what you want to do is you want to connect a Mark 1 belt to each one of these. But when they combined, that's when you want to switch over to the Mark II belt. And that is because you're going to be making 120 of these, and you're going to need it. With that first part done, the next part is we are going to build lovely constructors. But unlike having them perfectly up there, we're going to actually go one more block back, and we are going to build 7 of them. So as you can see, the 7 fit perfectly, and you'll have 2 on the edge right there. That is 2 for the quartz crystals, 2 for the silica, and 3 for the concrete. Then, with the miniature facing forward, you're going to do the same thing that you did over there. You're going to have those 2 connected, and of course, these 3 connected. Now I put this one in the middle because, well, it'll just look amazing. Don't forget those 90-degree angles. We love our OCD here. Now finally for this level, what you want to do is you want to go into your organization, grab a storage crate, and basically put in 3 storage crates for these ones. Because these items are not going to be needed anywhere else in the build, so basically we can just connect them all together and store them up down here, which will be perfect. And then I connect a Mark II belt for this final one going in there, just so it's perfect. Now, one more thing we got to do is we got to get all these lined up perfectly with a splitter. Again, don't forget your right angles, because it's just the right thing to do. No, bad. You are not OCD. That's better. Know your place. And there we go. Every single one of those is a Mark I belt that is connected into it. But I'm using the Mark II belts to have everything coming in. Now, this is pretty much a personal preference depending on how compact you want it and, you know, how much supplies you actually have. But basically, I'm using the Mark II belts so that I have one line of each coming in for everything. And then, of course, I just make sure each one is perfect. And there we go. Look at that belt work. Looking frickin' amazing. Now, one more thing that I did over here, which is completely optional, is I built a whole bunch of these biomass burners. Honestly, guys, what you could do is, with the extra space that you have over here, you can actually have this nice little thing going over here. So basically, this is a nice little bin. And what it is, it goes a little bit over the line. So as you can see where the white line goes, it goes a little bit over it. And the other one does the same thing over there. Comes out, goes in here, gave it just enough room so if I wanted to, I can put a wall up going around the outer edge. That's also up to you. And it basically goes over here, and then you choose what you want it to be. So like in this case, we'll take wood. All right, and that's going to make us some biomass. And then this over here will turn the wood into a solid biofuel. And then basically we have everything with the 13 biomass burners. Everything in its place, everything with the place. And one of the last things to finish off this floor is we're going to take a foundation to build the next floor. As you can see here, we have the first one, the second one, and the third one to go right here. Now, we can have this going down a little bit more if we did that, but I like the extra airspace because we're going to use it for power. So what you want to do on this is you want to basically rebuild the same as the floor. So as you can see in the top right, that is a 6 by 20. That is the space that we're using, and boom, we got it going on. Oh god, that's so much fun to watch. And one of the things that I did unlock in the wonderful little awesome shop was over here in power, I unlocked the wall outlets. Now, the reason for that is so I could basically take everything and just hook it up to the ceiling. Because even though it actually shows you the power cables, yeah, it's honestly not that bad hanging from the ceiling. Alright guys, with the power up and running, and this wonderful nice thing making us some even more solid biofuel, we got the wood coming in there, we can actually see what we're running on. So we got ourselves 390 megawatts of power, and if we recall, we needed only 364, and that's of course, we did add these two in here, but each one only uses 4 megawatts, so an extra 8 megawatts, really not gonna break the bank. but it's going to give us awfully close. But as you can see, everything is hooked up properly, and we are ready to go to build the next level. So for this next level, what you want to do is you want to find where everything exits. So everything on this side, we're going to go up and go over, and then right on the edge like this. And what we want to do is we want to build these constructors all the way to the very end. That is 18 constructors on this level. And I'll show you how we're going to hook these up in just a second. So the first two are going to be iron plates, easy peasy. The next three are going to be iron rods, a basic recipe stuff, nothing too fancy. Then we actually get into something, instead of using the regular screw recipe, we don't want to put the iron rods back in the system, so we're going to use this castered iron alternative recipe. And that's going to be a nice 2 setup going on there. Now the next is going to be 6 of them for some nice wonderful copper sheets. Then we're going to grab 2 of them for some regular cable. Then we're going to grab another 2. That is going to be the quick wire. And then for the last alternate recipe, no, just kidding. For the next alternate recipe, we're going to grab this Caterium wire. 15 Caterium into 120 Caterium wire. That's going to give us plenty of wire. Now to show you how to hook this up. First things first, we got these 2 hooked up together. Then we got 3 hooked up together after that. Then we got another 2 hooked up, so that'd be right here. Oh man, I messed that up. OCD does not like that. Then we need 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this in groups of 2. Another 2. And then another 2. And then we're going to bring this other splitter right back here. And then finally, these 2 hooked up together. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our conveyor belt Mark 1, and we're just going to basically bring them all in there. This is the easy part about it. Everything is just going in easy peasy. Next up, what you want to do is you want to find right where this one goes up. Now, these are our iron ones right down here. So we're going to delete the floor. We're going to take a splitter. I said splitter. And we're going to basically put this right on here. And then we're going to take our nice conveyor lift. Bring that little sucker up. Boom, right there. Make sure that you're using the correct Mark II one. And then easy peasy like that. And what's going to happen is half of it is going to come over here for the nice iron plates. As you can see, that needs 30. So that's going to be 60 that needs over here. Then what we want to do is we want to take this and go right here. And this is going to connect over, connect, and then split over here. So now half of it goes into these 3, which is 15, 15, 15, and 15. That's 45. And then this is 12 and 12, which is 24. Now, granted, it's not a perfect load balance, but it definitely works. Easy peasy. Next up, what you want to do is you want to find the one for the copper, as well as the lovely one for the Caterium. Now for the copper, conveyor belt Mark II. And what we're going to do is we're going to have this one facing the same way as that one over there. And make sure it's high enough. Then we take a conveyor belt Mark II and we bring it around. And if my OCD senses are tingling, that's right, it looks perfect. Now we need to bring up the Caterium. And what we're going to do for this, instead of having it go out this way, we're going to bring this one over here. And we're going to bring it to our lovely little setup that we got for this one. Now here's the funny thing. We need, as you can see right here, we need 15 going into this one, and we need 12 and 12. So we actually need this divided by 3. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of this, grab our splitter, and actually split this by 3. And if you're wondering how I made this mistake, wow, shut up. Then just take a conveyor belt Mark I, bring that little sucker all the way over here. We'll go back 2, so we get that nice 90-degree angle, and there we go. Everything in the back is set to go. Now the nice part about this is everything works out perfectly. So each one of those goes in their respective spots, so if they build up, they're not going to clog up the line. Everything is going to stay right where it needs to go. Next thing you want to do is you want to figure out which one you're going to have the merger on. So as you can see right here, so these two merge together. Then I'm going to have this one going over here and then going out, and these three are going to merge together. And I'm going to basically do this all the way down. Each one is going to merge together. Now this one is going to take a little bit of fun, but as you can see right here, I got all 6 of those merged together. Then I got these two merged together. And I got these two, because these two are merged together. And then for this final one, what we're going to do is we're going to switch it up and actually put a splitter. Now, the reason for the splitter is we're going to actually bring this around. I'm going to definitely get my 90-degree angles going here because, gotta love them 90-degree angles. Maybe I'll start from this side so that it is, ooh. And then we'll go here. And then what you're going to do is you want to go up just 1. Bring that over just 1. Bring that down. And then there we go. Oh, OCD. You are my friend. And then I made a nice little conveyor bridge. And to end it off, we need a storage crate for each one of them. I like to line it up on the line right like so. And then I basically connect all the lines together into their own little respective storage bins. And then we're just going to basically grab another floor, alright, and we are going to build this across the same as we did before. So basically that is going to be a 20 by 6. As you can see here, fits perfectly. And we're ready for the final floor. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on to the top tier, quite literally, because it's the top of the base. We're almost done. What you want to do is you want to take an assembler, alright, and you're going to go 2 back, and look how perfectly that looks in that spot. So we'll put 1 there, and then we'll skip a space, and we'll put 1 right here, so as it's like nice in the middle as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to skip 2 and put 1 here. And then that way I can put 1 on the side here and 1 on the side there. And it is perfect. Then I'm going to take my other one and I'm going to put 1 here. And I'm going to put 1 next to it. And then instead of putting it next to there, I'm going to have to put it over here. It's got that nice space in the middle. And then another one here. And as you can see, what it does is it has this one in the middle, that one in the middle, and it's uniform because those 4 are going to be going together. And then we're going to end it off with another 2. There we go. So as for these 2 right here, what we're going to do is we're going to choose smart plating. Then the 4 we had uniformed are going to be modular frames, the basic recipe. Then for these 3, we're going to use reinforced iron plates. Now, instead of the basic recipe, because we don't want to waste all those screws, we're going to use this one right here, stitch iron plates. Because then we have all that wire we can use, so we might as well use it correctly. Then we're going to choose 1 for the rotor, but not that rotor, the last alternate recipe, which is Rotor. Now, this is where our steel screws are all... So now this is where all our screws are going to go. Oh my god, how did I miss that tongue tie? Just leave that in there. It'd be weird. And last but not least, we're going to do the AI limiter. Now, in terms of merging, we're going to have these 2 merge together over here. These lovely 4 are going to merge right here at the end. So basically, we're going to do like we did on the bottom floors. We have these 3 together, which are going to merge right here. And these 2 are just fine the way they are. Then go in your organization, grab a storage unit. You're going to put 1 right here. This one, oh, no, this one's going to be special. It's going to be right, I believe, here should do it, right up against the wall. And if I got this correctly, what should happen is this does a perfect, OCD trigger. Nice. As well as the one right over here is going to be doing the same thing. Now, if we did this correctly, we're going to put it right here, bring this one right in the middle, so that that green line is right here in the edge. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, number 3, And oh my god, it's perfect. It's like it was meant to be. With that being done, let's put the rest of them in bins. So these four together are going to merge all the way over here, and then these two are going to merge all the way over here. And because they don't have a lot of items, you can hook each and every one of these up to a lovely belt Mark 1. So you don't have to waste all your, heavy industrial... I have it reinforced iron plates. Oh my god. How am I forgetting the name of some of this product? Ooh, I've only been dealing with it for hours on end. There we go. We connect the final one up. Easy peasy. Now, the reason why these two are sideways is we're going to actually use these for some of the other stuff going down here. The rotors, as well as the reinforced iron plates, are going to be muchly needed for that. But first, we're going to actually need some little bit going into this stuff at the beginning. So, first things first, these two lovely monstrosities both need copper sheets, so we'll have that going into each one of them. Next up, these three need to go together. So what we're going to do is put this all the way over to the edge. Alright, like so. And that'll take care of all three of those. So this next one's going to go perfectly. We're going to do the same thing we did over there, except for this one right here. We'll take care of these two. And this one right here, boom, we'll take care of those two. And then, of course, we'll put one in the middle, because it looks amazing. And then we just got to deal with these two, which we could just put it like so, and we're ready to go. So to do the copper sheets, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this line, and I'm basically going to go straight down here, pretty much right here. And as you can see, it gets in my way. So I can't block this one off. I can block this one off because I'm not going to use wire for anything. And I know exactly what's in there. So what you do is you take a number 4, and we're going to put it right like this. We're going to have this go over 1. Hopefully, that should be perfectly in line. Yep. And then what we do is we take this one, and we go up. And it's perfect. So happy, right? OCD? Did it, guys. We did it. Up and over. Perfect. So the next one you need, if you look over here, it's going to get the copper sheets. And now we just need the quick wire. If we get rid of this one, as well as this one, we just need the quick wire to go up and in. So, number 6, so that is going to be our lovely thing. And what we want to do is we want to put it basically on here. And if we get this properly, we should be able to get this right in. Let's test it out. See? Nope. It's not going in. And I don't like that. It has to be perfect. Now, if only we could use this one, right? Because that would be... Well, that would still be wrong. But that's not the point. So, right here didn't work. So, we're going to go 2 over. And we're going to go like this. And grab number 5, which is my belt. And oh my god, it's now perfect. And that goes over here. Also, we'll make sure that we click and delete this. That was going to be our guideline to make sure everything was perfectico. And that's going to go right in like that. Now, the only other thing we need right here is going to be our screws. The only problem is getting our screws to come down, because as you can see, it's a little tight in here. Now, the screws are going to be in this box right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it all the way down here. When it comes over to here, we're going to lift this up one spot right there. Now, all we need to do is get it to come down perfectly. This is going to be annoying, but I have a way. What we do is we delete these two right here. Grab another one of these. That's going to put us too high. Then we're going to get this and aim it perfectly, but also perfectly right here. So basically right there. As you guys can see, that's where it's going to be. Go up and aim it perfectly on there. That's perfect, right? It better be. OCD dictates that it has to be. And yes! Now the best part is, if we did this correctly, I should be able to take a copy of this, bring it down, get to my nice little belt thing coming over, bringing that still works perfectly. And then, if this is the proper height, which it is, that fits perfectly, looks amazing, everything 100%, love it. Now, onto these three right over here, that's going to be iron plates and a wire. Oh, this one's going to be quite interesting. See, what I want to do is I want to grab and I want to have these back to back. We'll have this come over here. So now, as you can see, it's perfectly down the middle. So a perfect one in the middle would not be good because I need two of them. So if I go over just one, have you come, we'll have you come right here. And then you come over here. Oh, we're gonna need Mark II belts for this one, because this one's gonna be the wire. So one of them's Mark II and one of them's Mark I. And now, to get our uniformity, wait for it. So this is now gonna come over. Come on. Now it's gonna come over, and then this one is gonna come up and down. And now it's like a nice little crisscross. I could have these oh my god, nope. I have to put them wider. I have to put them wider so they match with the thing, because that's what we have to do, because OCD dictates it. So normally it was gonna be like right here, you go over one. No, now you go over two. Now you have to go over two. Let's see. So, yep, because that one's on the right, this one gets to be on the left. And we grab the Mark II one. Here's a Mark II one. And boom. Perfect. And then let's see. Conveyor belt Mark I for the bottom. And then conveyor belt Mark II for the top. And now it's like the perfect little crisscross. Oh my god. You'll get caught up in the crossfire. Wait, that's not hashtag not sponsored. All right. And then we have to have this coming down over here. Oh, the horror. All right, guys. Want to know how much I love OCD and hate OCD at the same time? Wait, this is so dumb. Why? Why? It's perfect. It's perfect, guys. I love it. It's sane. I don't care. Oh, okay. So we got the screws, we got the wire. That one's set, ready to go. Now, this one right here, this is going to be reinforced iron plates and iron rods. Now, this is reinforced iron plates being made in this one. So this one needs to come around. So what we need to do is have this one come over here. Right here. Perfect. And now we need to place it down. But where are we going to put it? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a splitter. We're going to have a splitter come right here. Then we can grab another conveyor belt Mark I and line it up with the splitter. So the reason that we're splitting this up is because not only do reinforced iron plates need to go here, but they also need to go here. Now normally I just take it over here, but I need to bring it all the way down over here. Oh, where the hell was I going? There we go, and clipping it in. And the only thing now I need over here is rods. Where are my iron rods? Well, those are actually down here. Now, I could delete this platform right here and bring them up, but I also need to take a nice little belt, right like so, and connect my iron plates pretty much all the way down here. Because remember, that's what's going in this nice little lovely conveyor. And as you can see, that's going to go all the way down here. So what are we going to do? Well, if we delete this one, all right, and we're going to grab a Mark I conveyor lift, we should just aim it properly. It should should go perfectly, right? What are we going? Oh, no! No, why must you fail me so? So where is it? It's going right here. So basically, it is going to be this, but higher. Wait a minute. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. I think I have an idea. It's this height right here, just one up. What I can do is I can take this and come over, and then I can bring this over here, and voila! OCD approved. Look at all that. Now the only other thing we need is we need this little pupper, which is going to be the rotors, to come all the way down to here. So what is the best way to do it, keeping it nice and intact? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a conveyor belt and bring this little guy all the way down here. Get him right next to here, but of course, keep it nice and steady. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this one go up right like so. We're going to have this coming over right like so. And if we measure, it's going to be one over. Okay. Just to be sure. And we'll have this one coming over. And basically, this just needs to go all the way over there. So what I want to do is I want to get right up to here and go up. Now, if I kind of turn it like I have this one turned, it's not going to make it. But if I have a stackable conveyor bullseye unlocked, everything is gravy. Yep. And then all you do is connect this over to here. Boop. And put in. So before we hook up this bad boy and see it running, oh wait, we already have one up and running. As you can see, it basically just works everything up and fills it up. And as you can see, this is what it looks like when it's turned on. Things are going. I know when it's turned on, there's no power. Chaos, what are you talking about? Well, all these damn things over here ran out of power. But you get the nice little concrete that's filled up. There we go. You get the nice silica that's filled up. You get the nice quartz that gets filled up. These ones go up and above. And as you can see, it separates all the iron ingots, separates all the copper, all the caterium. We got the wire coming over here to make the cable. And then the cable, of course, gets filled up. And then the the wire actually continues to just keep going up into the next thing. Quick wires getting filled up too. I mean, we're actually having extra of that. And then, of course, we got the copper sheets and everything. That fills up quite nicely. Plates, rods, and screws get filled up. Then, as you can see up here, we got this lovely thing. So all the smart plating's getting filled up. All the wonderful modular frames are getting filled up, ready to go. And nothing else really backs up just yet. Of course, we got all these wonderful AI limiters for something. We'll figure that out another time, but it's just nice to have. But as you can see, this is a wonderful, nice beginner setup that's easy to do, easy to produce, everything in a 6 by 20 by how much is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 high, so not too bad, not too shabby. The only thing that you really need to unlock to make this happen is going to be the wall poles, just for that, as well as what you should unlock, which is the ladders, so that you can actually make something like this, where you actually have the ladders and just have them coming down over here, and that way you can actually climb it pretty safely. So, come in here, jump, go up the ladder, you can go over here, take a look over here, or go up to the top and grab everything you need. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. This was a long video. I do apologize, but of course, it's a tutorial. Part 2, where we actually go up to tiers 3 and 4 complete on the next one, will be available next week on Friday. So, that would be Friday the... Oh my god, let me check it out just to be sure. So that's coming out Friday the 12th, right before Update 4 is out. So, if you like what you see, don't forget to give it a like. Comments, I will read all 8 of yours. No, we're going for 9. 9! Oh, except for roomies. Roomies we ignore. But that's beside the point. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Clap hands.